Continuing along the same line, I created a new function called quad-solver function 2, and in this one I made the inputs a bit different. So the inputs are a 3 by 1 or 1 by 3, either one is acceptable, vector. So I'll call that vector coef, for coefficients, and I'll say that that equals C1, C2, C3. So this is the same that I have here. So now I can call the quad solver function and I can put in those coefficients. And I expect that solution 2 will be the same as solution 1. So let's run it and see our results. And you see we get what we expected. So you need to be very cognizant of what your function requires of you. So let me open quad solver 2. So here I read in the vector r, and this vector r doesn't have to be called r here. Here I call it coefficient, but MATLAB only cares about the location of the variable inside of the function call. So it'll automatically designate whatever I put here to be r once it goes inside of this function. So now what I'm doing here is I'm actually returning multiple variables to the user if they call for it. So now I can return the solution and I can return the determinant. And now I'll run that again. And you can see that the determinant is 25. And the solution 2 is still the same as solution 1. This is another example of why it's so important to comment your code. So if I look at the quad solver function 2 help, I can see that it's a function to solve roots of the quadratic equation, and I can see the format of the inputs, that I need a vector r of length 3. And you see that that's consistent with what I've input, even though the name is different here in my script. So then I'm going to solve a quadratic equation of the following form. I'm going to return the roots of the quadratic equation, and I'm going to return the value of the determinant. Because I've put all of that here inside of the function, I return that information to the user whenever they ask for help on selection.